Heyo guys, welcome to the stream. So, we're actually having a day off from the Formula 1 today, purely because we are absolutely, excuse me, shattered. So, yeah, bit of a shame, but was laying on the floor all day yesterday, and I've noticed I'm getting older, should I say, in absolute agony today. Plus Claire's feet are blistered horribly. So we're just going to take a day out and then go tomorrow for the Grand Prix. So yeah, we were going to go to the quali, but problem is to get to some decent views, you've got to walk quite a way around the track. So yeah, no negativeness to it. Just need a relaxing day, should we say? So I thought, you know what? YouTube have slightly changed their conditions for getting to partner to a point. They've kind of halved it. So you only need 3,000 hours on a 12 monthly basis to activate some bits. So I thought, well, why not do a full stream today? Show you what the updates are, because we've done quite a bit to this now. And yeah, do some building, guys, really. So if you're watching back, welcome to the stream. I hope I don't bore you. One little trick a lot of people do is put it in fast forward mode. Then it kind of turns it into a speed build for you. So yeah, so updates basically, we've just been adding trims and bits and bobs to this area. Adding a little bit of kind of rubble and stuff. Kind of put some plimps in there just to tie that all in. Put a tree here so you get to see the coasters leave the station anyway. I've got to raise these up again because the roof wasn't low enough and I couldn't go any lower than where it is. Put these kind of broken bits in here, so just need to put some rubble around, kind of tidy that up. We did all this in the last stream, but yesterday I was adding a load of rubble to all around here and just tidying everything up basically. So the stations now are pretty much done by this end. Just got to figure something out for this. So these are now pretty much done. Trimmed up the ride booth. They're all done now on both coasters. The floor's all beamed, etc. So that's now all done. And I did a little lighting actually. So a quick look at the old lighting. So it's kind of the look I'm going to go for, guys. Just kind of like this hue of colour, which kind of resembles these through. It just creates some lovely shadows, some great lighting. And it just lights up the areas really well for nighttime. So yet to finish that, but just to give you an idea of how it's gonna go. And there was a lovely one I put in here that just gives this a nice little light. Gives it a little bit of detail when you're going through there at night. So that's all good. Yeah. So I did a bit of streaming, a bit of off-stream building yesterday. But yeah, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining the channel. It's always appreciated. Your time, your likes. So yeah, if you like the way this part's coming together, give the video a like, guys. So, I was literally doing all the nitty-gritty yesterday. So all this is now tidied up and finished and beamed up. So that's all done. Got to put some rubble on the top here. Just give it a little bit of a look. So toilets look pretty cool now. Just kind of look like they're under the rubble, which is good. So I might just put a little bit down the bottom here. Just to kind of give it that look, really. Put some bushes in all through the queue line, so that now makes it feel a little bit more immersive. Still need to tidy a few bits up. Done rubble as well. And then done this back section here as well. So that's now all pretty much there. I just got to think of like a canopy or something just to kind of cover them up a little bit. But yeah. And then we, as I was saying, we were just kind of like working up my way through here. Got to put something down the center of this bit just here and sort something out with the floor because it just looks a bit odd. But that works well now. And then I was just starting to put some trees in, so we put some more trees in, as I was saying. Put one here, the dead one here, and a few bits here, and it just changes the way they feel now. So we'll have a couple of quick rides, guys, just as update POVs, really. Excuse me. as we're only just starting the stream. And then, yeah, we'll get building. Oh yeah, and I forgot the bit at the bottom of the lift hill. Or after the first drop, should we say. Where are we? This bit, just here. So we've done this rock formation to make it feel as though you're diving down a cliff. But then you have the kind of interaction with the building. So yeah, working well. So there we go. So they are looking a lot more detailed now, which is pretty cool. So let's get building, I guess. Right. What I wanted to do was kind of just finish off this area, give it a few more building-esque pieces, should we say. Miss Ray Sunshine, hey. Thank you. Would you like a little tour? Morning, Phantom. How you doing, buddy? You all good, sir? Welcome to the stream, guys. So, having a day's break from the Formula One. We're absolutely shattered. Our feet are hurting. I was laying on the floor all day yesterday, and I kind of got that numb bum thigh back feeling. And just feel absolutely exhausted because I worked for 3 weeks straight prior to having this time off, and only had 3 days off. So. Yeah, it's kind of here. It's like a brick wall, basically. So we're going to take today off. One, because the weather's not going to be too great either. But also Claire's feet are blistered like there's no tomorrow. So yeah, just going to have a chill day, get some building done, get this park finished. But little Miss Ray, do you want a little overview of the park? Just a quick one. Are you at work today then, Phantom? I assume you just got up, dude. Yeah, just started to realise that getting a bit old is yeah, the aches and pains. And the fact is, yesterday literally we spent probably 7 hours in the direct sunlight, and it was absolutely beautiful. It's like when you're on holiday, you can just go for a dip in the pool, you know. Not complaining at all because I feel absolutely brilliant. But what was I going to say? It's just we just hit that brick wall of just tiredness, and it's like, wow. So yeah. So a couple of other little things I did. Made sure they've all got the old fast pass beeper now, so every single ride has it built into it now. As you can see, it looks cool at night time because it lights up. So Kukulkan's did a little bit different, just did an upstand with a beam. Same for the rapids, it just adds another little level of detail, guys. Did a lot of work yesterday actually on the Dragon's coaster. Off stream, my apologies. Thank you, appreciate it. I just hope you all can play it and enjoy it when it's done. Because I had a piece count drop yesterday, 118.5 now. So it's yeah, I think we're going to top out around 125 by the time I get Big Thunder done, this completed, and this. And then it's just refining details. Excuse me, which I have been doing as I've been building recently. So yeah, it's definitely getting there. Like I've said all along, it's not a recreation. It just, what I wanted to do was build a park that felt like Disney. So it's very reminiscent of how the layout is, train going around it, going through it, etc. You got space, you know, Tomorrowland, Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Adventureland. So it's similar in those aspects. But the way it feels when you're at eye level, that's kind of the vibe I was going for, basically, to make it feel as though you were at Disney without it being Disney, you know? Because if you want to do Disney, you're looking at 250,000 piece count easy. And I didn't want to do that. So it's just very reminiscent of everything. Like Phantom always says, very clean and tidy. Nothing's glitching. There's no flickering. All the areas are demarcated out perfectly. You've got different color ground, or should I say walkway, as you go through the areas. Utilizing what's in game as well. As many standard pieces as possible. And then you come into the dragon area, which is just kind of that grey brown kind of look, really. But at the same time, medieval-esque. You know what I mean? So you get some great views here. They are. Just drop down the first drop. Come on, computer. There you go, guys. But yeah, you get little peeps of these coasters from outside the building, but the main areas to see them from are the queue lines. And then you got the double dragons breathing fire like you do in Diagon Alley. Well, single dragon, but... And then just a little bit of themed shops just to kind of spread that area out a little bit, along with the kiddie coaster in the background here. It kind of softens it a little bit, if you know what I mean. And then you're kind of coming back into that more colourful, magical, fantasy-esque style. Yeah. And then you're directly into Fantasyland, which just feels insane. It seriously feels like you're there. I mean, that view here is just epic. Especially when all three rides are going. And then you have Haunted Mansion, which I absolutely adore. It's beautiful. Another fantasy building. You've got the steamboat. I don't know what you want to call it. Pier, I guess. Non-functional, obviously, because the steamboat's not functional. But that's a pretty epic view just there. So much going on in the background as well when the shooter's working. Open. But, yeah. And then we're kind of back round to where the pirate area is. I'd say the biggest area of the park is the western, but that's mainly because of the way I've done Big Thunder. And then you come down into the very tight, knittedly done city area, but it works. And once you're in, you do feel like you're in a city street, just like you would at Universal or what used to be Hollywood Studios, you know? This feels cool. The alleyways look brilliant. Perspective's really good. And then you're into the pirate area. Back round to Adventureland. So we have 2 rides in the pirate area. The Pirate Adventure, which is basically Pirates of the Caribbean, my style. Then we have Pirate Getaway Coaster, which incorporates a little bit of the boat ride in there. Just such a cool vibe. It's all about perspective, guys. If you get things at the right levels, right heights, right distances, it all starts to make sense, even though that's all the same kind of brickwork. It's just putting bits in between, adding bits just to break it all up. And then we're back to the Adventureland. But yeah. Pretty cool, you get the train coming through. Full view. Especially when you have the coaster come over the top of the train as well. You can be lucky enough. Yes, we are. There you go. How cool is that? So yeah. Getting there, guys. It's nearly there. We genuinely are not far away. It's just finishing a couple of tunnels off on this, finishing off 2 or 3 tunnels in this, and then vegging it out, basically foliage. This is pretty much done, bar a minor sweep. This is just cave work, and this is just finishing off, really. And then it's just doing that one scan over. I got to sort this coaster out. Excuse me, sorry. Got to sort this coaster out. As in, I'm just not happy with it, so I need to figure that out. But apart from that, once that's all done, it's then just checking all the sound levels, setting all the settings in the setting for everybody to get the right effect. And then signage, basically. Make sure it's all signed. But then the issue is with signage is it's probably going to take about 1,000 pieces just to do signage. Depending on how you do the signs in the different areas. Do I theme them to the area, or do I just do a generic sign throughout that makes it a little bit easier? I don't know. Less piece count. That's how my brain works when I build things. But yeah, right, let's get on with some building then. Where are we? So this area is nearly complete from a daylight perspective. Can't remember where we got to. It was around here. Ooh. Pause this out. Hopefully music will kick in for you guys. Hey Jeff, how you doing, dude? You good? Been a while. Hope everything's cool with you, my man. Getting some building done today. Trying to get this part finished for you all to enjoy. That's life, dude. Gets in the way. It's good though, you get time off. At least you can kind of switch off from it every now and then instead of constantly have to do it. Right, that's that section done. I know that probably looks a little bit over the top, but it just works. Just need to do some colouring. Yeah. Always a good time to spend with friends. That's what I'm doing this evening. It's my friend's 40th this evening. So shout out to Bazza. Or it was yesterday. Yep. Good. Coaster goes there, coaster goes there. You also get the shadowing from the rollovers comes through as well. Let's do a quick queue to ride POV if we can pick up someone. When you go in red. Red. And home. Oh, idiots. And I'm blue. Right, okay, we'll just do a quick POV, just see how it looks. In respect to the queue line, guys. You can see in here now, just with some beams going across, the little reeds going up the side, give it a little bit more depth. Not hundreds of pieces, just little bits. And now having the bushes in through the centre here with the destroyed rock work, W's. And then I've just got to do something through here, obviously, through the centre bits, just to give them a little bit more detail. And then somehow I've got to figure out how I'm going to cover up these queue lines and make them a little bit more detailed. Because it's hard. I don't think I can change them because the stations are so low that if you delete a piece of paving, then you can't place it back. I think. To double check. But it's painted the backside. But there you go. That's that now. All done. Got music in here as well, setting the scene. And then hopefully at night time the lighting will look very similar to what it has been. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, there's the coasters. Quite a cool view actually. Then you get to see the coasters literally rip through as they go round, basically. There you go. So yeah, it's all good. You likey. Right, where were we? Okay, so yeah, done a few more trees as well. So it doesn't block the views, but it just gives it a little bit more depth. Again, these three here, I think it was the other day, yesterday. I'm just trying to put them so they don't cover up the inversions, so you get a little bit better view. but you also obviously want the passages for everything and the way the coasters go, so kind of helps with that. They do indeed, buddy. Right. This tunnel needs something else. Right. Here you are. Right. That's a bit better. It just breaks that up a little bit. What we could do actually. There we go. It's that sorted. It was just bugging me. It just looked a bit plain. That sorts that out. We do need is some windows. This one. Just adds that tiny bit, doesn't it? As we can. Yep. You may not even see it, but at least it's there. Looking good. Looking good. Windows. Let's do... ba-dum-bum-bum. Well, Yeah, that's got some character now. A little bit. It's got some. Excuse me. There you go. Good. Oh, excuse me. Wondering if it's worth having one of these. Here. Down a bit. Go. Adds something, doesn't it? There's the jib, the rot work, rubble. Looking good. Yeah. Load more levels, load more shadowing, more detail. Quick. So I do have some lunch just on the go, guys, which will be ready shortly. I'll put it into peep mode and you guys can enjoy yourselves just whilst I endeavour that. So. So much more immersive. Yeesh. Get there now. Got to do all this side. Working our way across, guys. So guys, I'm just going to empty the park and then refill it just quickly so that you've got fresh guests. And I'm just going to close the restaurants. Where do I do that? Shops, restaurant, small attractions, hotels, restaurants. Close, close, close. And we'll do the same with hotels, close. And then I can just let it run round, guys. So just about to have some lunch. So my apologies. But I'll only be about 10 minutes. I won't be long. Train is not open. So if there's any rides that you want open, let me know. I'm going to close the Haunted Mansion. And I'm going to close the Pirate Adventure. And the only reason being is they queue up for too long. So Blue Dragon, Red Dragon. Yep. So fine. We'll open the Grand Carousel. We'll open Teacups. We'll open Astro Blasters. No. Psychola. Yes. Swift Drifters. Three Flyers. Rocktopus. Magic 12. There we go. And then, actually, I suppose I could have a. No, I was thinking Dark Ride, etc. Okay, so we're nearly there, guys. And then what I'll do, I'll open it back up, let another 1,000 guests in, and then none of them will want to go home. Just going for a terrible autosave there. Nearly there, guys. Not far away. So thanks for joining the stream anyway. So literally to those guys that are just joining, I am just having a spot of lunch. Came a little around quicker than I thought it would. My apologies. I would have started the stream later. But we're just kicking them out and then letting them back in. And then we've got a load of rides open. And you guys can enjoy the park for 10, 20 minutes, however long it takes me to eat my lunch. Like I say, apologies. Come on, last ones. Let's go. At least you get to enjoy the park without me rabbiting on again, guys. Hey, MP. I'm just going to have a spot of lunch. Just going to let a load more people back in. Let's do that. And then I'll pick up the first singleton for you. And then you can go on whatever ride they go on, guys. And I'll be back in about 10, 20 minutes, not long. Is that me? No. Oh, Derek. Well, route members. Okay. Just go with that one then. Yeah, so I'll be back in about 10, 15, maybe 20 minutes, guys. I'm just going to have some lunch. So I've closed the restaurants, I've closed the hotels so they won't bug out. See you in a few minutes, guys. Hope you enjoy. Right then, guys, I'm back. My apologies. Hope you're all well. And I hope you've enjoyed the views. I know it was a bit repetitive going on What's His Face twice. Big Thunder. But yeah. Right, there's one thing that I've been seeing for months. And for some reason I've never done them. These upstands. I thought I'd done them. Originally. Guys, my headphones have just gone a bit crazy. All tangled up. Right. Probably. Hey, Rimley. You alright? You having a good day? Good weekend so far? So weird. Been meaning to do these for ages, and I've just, I don't know, I've just never got round to doing them. Good. Yeah, that's that done. Oh no, got to do this bit. What do we do with this? Sorry, guys. What's that little bit of juice left? Right. What do we do? Now I'm thinking it really easy actually. Just put a stack of tires, but they're so big they'll come round. They'll come out quite a bit. Let's have a look. That'll do. Simple. Yeah, it does job. Perfect. So again, that's now pretty much done. So good. There we go. Another little bit done. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. That works really well. Just a few tyres in. Does the job though. They're boarded off. They're all done. So that's all sorted. All good. Ah, wow. Getting there, guys. When I do that. Bad camera skills. Right. So, all done now. Apart from the ends, I've got to do sort these bits out actually. That works. Humbug. Right then guys, that looks like that's all trimmed up now, all sorted. So what are we on here? Blue Dragon. We could technically have a railing go around here as well, because they go up quite high. Spanner in the works. This side is kind of fine, so we just need to put an end piece really. Whoa, there we go. A first person perspective. I've got to turn the audio up for you guys. 2 seconds. Turned it all down. Whoopsie. The word's a little quiet on OBS. Hopefully that's a bit better for you guys. Sorry, just had to adjust the volumes. I know it does, doesn't it? It sounds awesome. Feels very Nemesis-esque, you know? Alton Towers Nemesis, or Nemesis Inferno at Fort Park. It's got a nice doo-doo, doo-doo noise to it. Or beat, should I say, not noise. It's got an atmosphere though. Geezer with green hair. How cool was that? And then I've done some work out the back here now, finally. Put baseline in. Don't know why we haven't got any music. Should have. Might do here. Let's put some canvas in. Big. It's too small. Okay, we can change the colour of it to kind of what we want. But just wondering if it actually... Blimey, that's loud. Right. I do have all the volumes adjusted up, by the way, guys. My apologies if it all sounds a little confusing. I don't think we do want to do that, actually. I was just wondering, it's just a bit barren. I don't know. Maybe that's alright as you walk down. So yeah, that's Dueling Dragons, guys. Getting there. Right, let's do some more work up on here. So Just need this barrier up to get the sizings. What have we used? I hate using this bit of wood. Ugh, so annoying. Dragon teeth. What would I use as teeth though? Get that one out then. Right, that's that sorted. A little different, but does the job. How thin was this? Hey Scar, how you doing? You having a good day? Good weekend so far? Just busy trying to get this done. Oh, morning. Mind you, it's 1:30 here in the afternoon. Been going now for nearly 2 hours with a 20-minute stop just for a lunch break. Let's change that. Excuse me. Quality. I wish I had. We decided not to go to the Grand Prix today. One, because of the weather, and two, because we're both absolutely shattered. Um, and to be honest, we're going to go tomorrow for the actual Grand Prix. So, lying on the hard ground all day yesterday just knocked me hips and me upper thighs. It's such a weird pain. It feels like I've been to the gym and done too much, but at the same time, I feel old. That's the issue. Starting to realise my age now. So I thought I'd get some Blanco in him. Some of you will notice through these doors there's quite a change. Plus, we spent about 8 hours in the direct sun yesterday, and it was hot. I mean, hot. I'm lucky I didn't actually burn, which was quite good. 'Cause obviously, lathered up in old suntan lotion 3 times. I think I put it on. It was that hot. It was insanely hot, but it was lovely. But at the same time, it was just so draining and lying on the floor. I know it sounds stupid. I even got the tripod seat out that I bought, but because we were on an angle, I couldn't sit straight. And then it got extremely crowded, and I thought we left a little bit early yesterday because of how hot we were. Plus Claire's feet are swollen and blistered and so forth. So yeah, thought we'd have a day off, recover, and then go back tomorrow for the Grand Prix. So yeah, it is what it is. So that is all looking groovy. All looking good. Right, so we've done that one. We've done that one. Okay. So there we go, guys. That's the Dueling Dragons so far. This area is nearly done now. So we just got to finish off this area, basically, and then up the back here. So yeah, at the back, I've just done this kind of like, you feel as though you're dropping down the edge of a rock, which is pretty cool, into the building, and then the building will be, you know, torn apart, and then you just kind of come around the rock fascia into the loop, and then it goes back into the main section. So we don't actually have to excuse me, do too much on these hills, just a couple of trees and stuff. And just making this where the camera sees, you know, and where the POV actually sees we need to do. But yeah, it's getting there now. I can see once this is rockwork, foliaged, and a few more trees and bits and bobs, that will really start to pop there as well, which will be good. Yeah, getting there, guys. Getting there. Hey, Harry, welcome to the channel. How many ghost trains have you built so far? The ghost train, Haunted Mansion, this is one of... How many have I done? 3? I think I've only... The original 2. The second one was an improvement over the first one. And this is the third one. Would you like a little POV, Harry? It's a little bit different. Go wrong one. So, fully usable queue line going down the stairs. A few carpets in just to give it that feel as they're walking down a stairwell. Just go. And then just open it up. Yeah. I hope you enjoy. It's a bit different, Harry. Half incorporating something, but you'll see. It's nothing like the real thing. It's just my take on my Haunted Mansion kind of feel, really. Kind of what I wanted to make as much as I could out of the base game with the odd theme maker toolkit chucked in. So enjoy, guys. There you go, guys. That's the Haunted Mansion. And then the exit line, well, the exit way is fully themed. Got quite a good vibe going to it. These sofas are usable. But yeah, that is the Haunted Mansion, guys. Yo. But I'm just loving how this part looks at night time. I think it's absolutely beautiful. So yeah, night time now. You're getting some good, good views on this. Just missed it. Dang it! Just missed it, guys. There we go. We got music this time. Yes, that lighting now is awesome. Give you good ideas for Ghost Train. I can't imagine. Not really. I mean, the only thing is I would say take some inspiration from what I made. You know, you can. I love the graveyard scene, for instance. But you can build it in so many different ways. You know, I've been very clever with the lighting. So you got this front structure here that's not lit up. So the lights are just behind here, lighting everything else up. But it gives that foreshadowing effect as if you're, you know, walking behind something. It just looks really cool. And it's effects like that that make it what it is. The church is just the inside of a church, if you know what I mean. And I've just put some smoke in. Dry ice, I think it is, which works best. I've locked the old triggerable animation geyser just to give it that look as if there's people just sitting there, and it just has a really cool vibe. I always find lighting is key with dark rides. You know, like here, that moon I made is just a basic, not basic shape, panel. I've just put some basic shapes around it and then used a couple of decals to go over the top. It's just putting the cloud in the right place and stuff like that. It just gives it the right vibe. This is a bit bright, the stained glass window, but it works. Like the mausoleum at the top. Where is it? Here. You know, looks a bit different with the light on. When you go to complete darkness, it's just how you do the lighting. You don't actually need many pieces, as you can see. It's how you do the lighting. Trip work with the lighting just makes it feel cool. The Slimer scene. This is probably one of the bigger builds because it is a proper library. You know what I mean? But you have to build it like that to get the effect with the lighting. But it just looks so cool in here, you know. I don't know really. It's always a hard one to answer because you build in your own unique way. Like here, I've only built what you actually view. You know what I mean? And then this bit's actually really cool because this is actually going up a lift hill, so it's not level at all. But when you're on the ride, it does feel level. And I just built these corridors, and they give such a cool little vibe. Even if you look from this direction, you know. But yeah, forced perspective. Again, I mean, one thing, this thing's just been made up over time. It literally started off, I built this station and I was like, oh, what should we do? Oh, we'll go through some more areas where there's some, you know, I can't remember what you call them. Coffins, I don't know, whatever you want to call them. And then I thought, oh, we'll do a scene where you go outside and it's spooky. You got the rain going, you got screams, you got the howls going when the carriage comes by. Wherever it is. Here it comes. So you'll hear the wolf howl in a second. There you go. And it's just using the effects to how you want it to look and feel, really. My other haunted house I did is available as a blueprint, but it was very much just a jokey, fun fair style haunted house, where this is very much more detailed and like the real thing, I guess, in a way. Mimicking it, but it just works. I always get lost here. So yeah, that's pretty much that, guys. Another dark ride I'm really proud of is the Pirates. I love this ride. The main reason being is, again, it's just how it makes you feel. If you've ever been there or had anything to do with it, you got that vibe as if you're walking through the jail cell area, and then you come down to the port where you get on the boat. But I've mixed other things in with it, so like the exit of the coaster comes out here, and the train pops its face through there every now and then. And again, it's just having the little tropical sounds in the background with all the crickets and bugs making their noises. Again, with the kind of nice chilled pirate tune going on, using wood and temple pieces just to give it that look, really. Just looks so cool. And the way the lighting's done again. Let's have a little ride. I haven't ridden this for a while. That's weird. There's like a ton of music around here, yet there's no music. game. Oh no. Here it comes. Huh? No music. Strange. Very strange. Hmm. Why is there no music? No music. Hmm. Need to investigate this, guys. What the heck? I know there's loads of speakers. Where did I put them all? Please do not tell me I've deleted that. There you go, part speaker music. So why is that not working? It's playing. Oh, park's starting to glitch out, guys. What is going on? Oh, let's delete them. Bring them back. There we go. That's a glitch, guys. I remember someone saying something about this the other day. So let's try it again. Right. Oh no. There we go. Sorry guys, bear with me. There we go. Yeah, got there in the end. Enjoy. Better the second time around. But yeah, that's Pirate's Adventure. There we go. Weird how the music copped out there, but yeah, there we go. The only thing I can say is watch as much YouTube stuff as possible, really. Builds from over the years. There's plenty of stuff out there from coming on 7 years ago now. And I've kind of just built up a memory of what I've seen and what people have used and how they've done things and stuff like that. So that helps. Just try and do things your own way, if you know what I mean. I know that's a bit contradictory with what I've just said, but what I mean by it is, you know, use people's techniques, but use them in your own little ways. You know, you build your own things, don't you? You know, like the way I lit the castle, I actually borrowed somebody's blueprint where they had changing colour lights. But they were all the same colour, if you know what I mean. They all changed at the same time. No, it was individually. I can't remember anyway. I just manipulated it into what it is now. So the way this changes colour, I had to use somebody else's setup, but I then manipulated it to all be the same colour each time, where theirs was like a rainbow effect. If I remember rightly, I can't quite remember, but it was a pain in the backside, and then I had to duplicate it. And the problem is, if you try and duplicate what you've done, it doesn't always work. So you have to go in and redo it all anyway. So you have to do it twice. And for the life of me, I cannot remember how I did it, and I do not want to do it again. So I hope that never gets deleted or gets done. Yeah, no, it's all about, you know, I don't know, seeing things, believing in things, and stuff like that. I don't know. Just enjoy the game as well, I guess. Kind of all I've ever done. Just make it look believable, I guess. That's one thing I try and do more than anything. People call it realism, but I just call it trying to make it look believable. Because if it was ultimate realism, you'd have steps coming down from here and everything from these, etc. And you know, it's just more and more piece count, which I don't want to chuck away when we've still got so much more to do. So again, that's the cool thing about the game, is nothing's ever the same. Everybody builds individually, and that's kind of the real good thing. You get your people out there that pinch blueprints and call them their own, but you know what? They're the ones that lost, because in reality, they could build something quite brilliant, and they don't even know it. So if you put your mind to it, guys, that's all I've ever done. But yeah, experiences make a big difference. I've been to Florida quite a few times, love all that kind of scene, etc. Hopefully one day get to go again. See if YouTube starts paying. Yeah, that is one thing actually I just wanted to mention, guys. They've actually updated things a little bit. You don't have to have 4,000 hours to start selling, basically. You only need 3,000. And we are currently at 2,839 hours. So we're not far away at all. You know, which is pretty cool. But that enables, I think, people to donate and subscribe. And what is it? What was the other one? Me to be able to sell stuff. So it's come around a little bit quicker than I thought it would. So we'll see what happens over the next few weeks, guys, in relation to all that. and I'll release some updates and let you know where we're going and what we're doing. I wouldn't say ghost trains per se. All I know is that I am going to continue building. I'm not going to be building hugely, as in big builds. It would just be what I've always wanted to do is take all this one step further and do pure realism. So that's kind of the next ambition or next target of build. And what I mean by that is there's going to be a few bits going on. So I'm going to do a few builds at once. And the reason for that is just kind of try a different way of building instead of, what you call it, just building the same thing for a year and a half, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build Monaco. So hopefully some people will be extremely excited about that. We will work out a schedule, but again, guys, it will purely be down to how I'm feeling on the day, etc. And I'm going to do something basically probably about that big. And it's going to be pure realism. So pretty much twice the size of Pirates Cove that I did for the competition a couple of years back. But what I mean by pure realism is there will be backstage areas, and also there's going to be like guttering off the roof lines. There's going to be trims around the doors. You know, real build. So what you're going to have is this small area, but potentially you're going to have 100,000 pieces just in one small area, with hopefully some good rides and a good theme. Theme, haven't got a clue yet. All I know is whatever I'm going to do, it's just like all this. You know, I've got no pipe work up here. I've got no gullies. I've got no guttering system or anything like that. And it's just really adding that extra step in how things work. You know, in here I would have loved to have had more detail on these walls, but I just can't afford to put 2 meter or 1 meter pieces down to make it completely round. And I've tried it with the bigger bits, but it just looks a bit roller coaster tycoon, you know what I mean? And if I did that throughout the whole park, we'd then be at 200,000-300,000 pieces by the end of it, and I really don't want to do that. So the objective is to have Monaco going, which is semi-realism, because that's more about just the track and the way it looks. We're going to have a mini build going on, and then what I might do is just like have random build days where we just end up building a coaster and start theming it and just see where it goes from there, the kind of winging it style along with that mini park, and just have something completely, I don't know, have a bit of everything from every park, I guess, or something. I don't know. But we'll see. I've got no plan for it, so it is literally we're just going to start with an empty park, guys, and just build like we always do, and go from there. There's nothing else more to it. Because I thought the nice thing about that is that we can build whatever we want. You guys can make suggestions or more suggestions, and you already do. You know, and have your input a little bit more on it, maybe, you know. And what I will need to know is if things do look real or if they don't, you know, have switch tracks and everything, you know, the station buildings, etc. Everything that I don't do at the minute. But the thought process is if it's done on a smaller scale, we can put as much detail as we want in without worrying about frame rate, piece count, and people being able to play, etc. So that's the thought process. So hopefully that will transpire. I'm going to have the sim racing a lot more coming in now because season 12 starts on Monday. So I'm going to be doing a lot more of that, probably twice a week, if that's okay with you guys. So I've got to get back into that. I bought this lovely setup and I barely used it since Christmas. Well, since I got it actually, February, not Christmas, February. Had some fun with it, but just not really got fully up to speed with it. So it'd be nice to get that going, and hopefully get some good results, improved for you guys, and you'll be able to see what I mean by good results eventually. But yeah. Right. I know this is quite painful to watch, guys, but you know, you see the results. It's hard to build, trust me. Try and make it look as least repetitive as possible. Good. Right, I suppose I better make a start this side. Oh. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. This is why why I've left this for so long. What is going on here? Hey, Phantom. You weren't now, dude. Hey, Bo. How are you? You all good? So, guys, let's just try and grab a peep that is going on. You're all going on blue. Where's he going on blue? Why are they all going on blue? Right, I just got up to lavatory, guys. So, I'll just leave you a couple of POVs. Back in a minute, guys. Sorry guys, back now. Not really in the mood for work, Phantom. No. Know what you mean, buddy. So I assume you got to go on blue and then red. We're going on red, so good here, just watching tidbits and fill-ins until the part. Yeah, until the part's done. Yeah. Just got to get it done now, guys. We are getting there. So one more ride on this just to see how that rock work works. If we're not on the front row, which we're not, we'll just go straight to the coaster. Yep, that is good. Cool. Right then, guys. I'm so tired. It's unbelievable. What's the time? 2:45. Okay. Right. I think I'm going to leave the stream there today, guys. At the moment, I may be on back later. We will see. But actually, I'll go to my friend's birthday party, so I'm not going to be on later. So I think I'm going to leave it there as the qualifying's about to start very soon. But yeah, guys, thanks for joining the stream. It's appreciated. Channel's definitely starting to go somewhere now, so we are close to potentially being able to be supported by you guys eventually. In more ways than one. So yeah. Thanks for your time, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do smash that like button. It just gets it a little bit more visible, really. But most importantly, if you like the park, smash that like button. Anyway, guys, thanks to all the new subscribers, all the usual, Scarlet, everybody, thank you. Always appreciate it, guys. But I'll catch you next time. And I hope you all have a good start to your day, Phantom and Scarlet. I'll see you all very soon. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.